Pastor Ed here with Daily Devotions for Friday, October the 20th, 2023. We've been talking about generosity this week, and generosity means, of course, the quality of being generous. And generous means to be liberal in giving, open-handed, instead of closed-handed, holding on to things, to be open-handed, to be liberal in giving. And it's typically marked also by abundance and ample proportions that we're able to share from the abundance that we have. Again, the biblical model, I guess, goes all the way back to Abraham, as I suggested the other day, where Abraham was called to be to follow God, but also that God promised that he would be blessed, to be a blessing, blessed to be a blessing. And it is our opportunity, our privilege, to share some of the blessings that we've received in our lives with others in order that they might be blessed as well. A fellow by the name of Rick Crandall writes, God wants us to be givers because God is a giver. He wants us to generously give our time, our talents, and our offerings. In short, God wants us to give our lives and our love to other people every way we can. They will be blessed, and so will we. Sometimes even a small gift can make a huge difference. Back in 1992, a teacher by the name of Jeff Leland and his wife, Christy, found themselves in a desperate situation. Their 9-month-old son, Michael, needed a bone marrow transplant to save his life. But the insurance at Jeff's new job hadn't kicked in yet, did not cover the cost of that treatment, which was $200,000. Well, it seems that Jeff taught an adaptive PE class that included a 325-pound 7th grader by the name of Damien Sharkey. Damien was in special ed classes. He walked with a limp. And so you can imagine how some of the other kids made fun of him. But Damien, you see, had this compassionate heart. He would help out in Jeff's class every day. And after hearing about his teacher's crisis, Damien emptied his own personal bank account. And then he went to visit the Lelands, and he brought his entire life savings with him to give for Michael's medical expenses, $60. Well, Damien's generosity started a chain reaction of compassion by the kids and the staff at Kamaikan Junior High. The community then rallied behind the students, and in just 4 weeks, an astonishing $227,000 was raised, which meant that Michael was able to receive his life-saving transplant and is still going strong today. The sad part of the story is that 8 years later, Damien died from a rapidly spreading staph infection. But the great news is that through his friendship with the Leland family, Damien became a Christian. But that's not all. Jeff Leland, Michael's dad, was so inspired by Damien's example that he started a school club to help other children in need. They called it the Sparrows Club. It spread to other schools, and so far they've been able to help hundreds and hundreds of children. And back in 2005, the original Sparrow kid, Michael Leland, became a regional director for the Sparrow Club. So much good came from Damien's generosity. Michael Leland's life was saved. Thousands of people have been inspired to help others in need. And that's the kind of thing that God can do through us if we choose generosity over greed and selfishness. Pastor Rick Warren, he of the Purpose-Driven Life and Purpose-Driven Church fame, once said, God gave me a gift, not for me, but for you. And God gave you a gift, not for you, but for me. If you don't use your gift, you're depriving me. If I don't use my gift, I'm robbing you. Think of, in terms of everybody, we've been given a gift, not for ourselves, but to give away to others. And everybody has received some sort of gift that they then can gift to others. If you don't use your gift, you're depriving the rest of us. And if we don't use our gifts, we're robbing so many people. God calls us to be generous because God is a generous God. Well, I hope you have a great day. We're going to wrap up this little unit, I guess you would call it, in daily devotions tomorrow on generosity. Although, as I say, every Tuesday now until the end of the year, we're going to have a generosity devotion. So we'll wrap up this week tomorrow, and then on Tuesday there'll be a brand new generosity devotion, and then we'll go on to other things for the rest of the week. Until then, take care. Bye.